We are with the Vitara Brezza, the latest product from the country's leading car maker Maruti Suzuki India. In over a month since its launch, the Vitara has given Maruti excellent numbers, although we don't have the exact numbers on the product as yet. This is a very interesting product from Maruti for a few very interesting reasons. One, this is the first product conceptualized, created, designed and manufactured by Maruti Suzuki India, a truly made in India product. This is also a story about Mr. C.V. Raman, Executive Director Engineering at Maruti Suzuki India Limited, who acted as the Chief Engineer for the Vitara Brezza. Incidentally, he is the first Indian to hold this position for Suzuki globally. This is a story about the Vitara Brezza. This is a story that dates back to sometime in 2011. The leading car maker in the country was fast realizing its strong engineering and technical capabilities. Almost all its products were doing well in the market, yet there was one segment it had no presence in, the compact SUV segment. The company knew that's where the future is. Based on the R&D and engineering work the Indian company had been doing, the managements of both Suzuki Motor Corporation and Maruti Suzuki India challenged the Indian engineering team to conceptualize, design and develop a compact SUV based on the Suzuki global development process, not just for the Indian market but also for exports if required. The project wasn't just to be the first completely made in India product for Maruti. It was also a global project for Suzuki to be headed by an Indian for the first time as the chief engineer. C.V. Raman, Executive Director Engineering, led a committed team of designers and engineers, all of whom participated in what he calls concurrent engineering. Being future ready was the key objective in deciding the platform to be used on the Vitara Brezza.
The platform essentially we had to get the wheelbase to 2500 meters, 12 millimeters, and also because the proportion was 4 meter, layout changes were required. And then the design was very keen that if we have to have the proportions right, we start from the inside.
Right.
So we start from the engine room and we start from the layout of the seats. We wanted to make sure that the front seat position should be high. Our research showed very clearly that front seat position should be high. The rear seat comfort was important. The concept of the vehicle was that we need to have a vehicle which would be used on the weekdays but could also be used by as one family for weekend trips. So flexibility and seating was important.
Right.
And also luggage room was one of the key factors. So deciding what is the space which is required for the engine room, the cabin space and the luggage room was the first step in the platform.
The company had also decided to go with the popular DDIS 200 engine on the Vitara Brezza, the only engine option available on the vehicle currently. The design team wanted an upright position for the engine, which meant the front overhangs had to be reworked.
We had to move certain hardware inside, layout changes were made inside the engine room so as to make that front overhang less, and then give more space to the cabin as well as to the luggage space. And then flexibility in seating was important, so therefore we thought that we should have some kind of a flexibility in seating. So it should be either a flip fold or it should be a full fold. So there were two options which are available with us. So then we said, okay, we will look at both these options when we get into the next stage of design. So, and we'll do the engineering feasibility, because all of this is happening in parallel, because it's all concurrent engineering nowadays, concurrent design, concurrent engineering. So the platform was decided, this layout was decided, the chair heights were decided, front as well as the rear. Make sure that get good space between the front and the rear seats. So that's something which was the kind of frame which was given to the design team. And in the parallel, of course, they were doing the sketching. They were doing their own research, design. They were going to the actual customers and trying to understand what they require in an SUV.
This was a key consideration for Maruti in deciding the platform. Although a bit expensive compared to the other Suzuki platforms, the C platform was accepted keeping the future readiness in mind.
The platform and engine, the integration is always key. So you can, and what kind of flexibility the platform will allow for different types of engine is one of the key things which one needs to keep in mind when one is doing the development. So we had that at the back of the mind, and when all of this study was being done in parallel, so we could accommodate an engine, a petrol engine also.
As an end result, we feel Maruti designers have done an excellent job of keeping the Vitara Brezza under 4 meters in length. It looks smart from all angles, with some impressive design touches that landed a premium appeal. Saurabh Singh, who heads the design studio at Maruti Suzuki India, gave us a complete lowdown on the Vitara Brezza design strategy.
So if you look at the car, you'll clearly make out that even not being, the challenge being a package which is 4-meter package, but within that, because the harness are so pure and clean, you feel that the car is much longer. The main reason of that is, if you look at this belt line, this crease that runs right from the headlamp up to the rear. It gets split here, but it goes right up to the back. Because of this split, the eye movement is very seamlessly flowing along the surface. And because of that eye movement flowing, it really gives a very strong dynamic stance to it. Look at the line, it also gradually moves up. Look at the rocker line, even this line goes up. So because of both these lines going up, the vehicle has a very dynamic wedge look, which also makes it stand out. So it's unlike very stable, nice proportion, it's also very dynamic. It's going with the aggression of youngsters, youth, they aspire for something youthful, very energetic. So this gives the energy to the vehicle. Also look at the distinct glasses to metal ratio. The glass area is very sleek. Each single millimeter on this belt line has been, I think we have got a lot of support from Raman San, who always gave us, okay, fine, let's try 4 mm, 5 mm, we kept on 1 mm per day, you can say literally. We fought, and finally we have this very unique, very stylish proportion of glasses to sheet metal. Also, not to mention this floating roof, that we actually is one of the highlight of design, that in this segment, giving this floating appearance, this black garnish here separates the roof area from the body area, and we can actually try out different color combinations. We have 2 right now, and future, if the customers really love it, we can have as many things as possible. So this is something very distinct about this side. Also, being an SUV, we wanted a strong family identity in the product. Being a Maruti Suzuki product, we wanted this identity to be there. And there are 2 different things I want to talk about. One is this wraparound look of the DLO, which we have taken from Swift. Swift is one of which really set the trend of designing very unique cars, very stylish cars, and this wraparound effect really enhances and gives the bonding. Okay, this is Maruti Suzuki. This is a family product. And if you look at the D-pillar, the way the D-pillar moves onto the lamp. If you look at Grand Vitara, which is sold in global markets, and obviously in India as a CBU, in this vehicle also, we have taken this beauty of Grand Vitara. So the fusion of Grand Vitara product and the Swift family identity, which gives again, nice resemblance to the variety of products we have. So if you look at the whole fascia, it's very wide, right from the lamps, which are very sleek, all to this very strong chrome element, a shiny element. So this really stretches the width of the car, you know. So you will not really think that it's a small segment or a less than 4 meter car. It's a much more, gives the appearance of bigger segment car. And look at this grille and the fog lamp area. So here also the lamps is actually split. We have taken the turn out from the lamp into the lower part of the bumper, which gives again a very distinct graphic. If you look at this vehicle in the night and when the turn lamp is glowing, the whole visual element splits into two, which is again a surprise for customers. Normally they are not used to seeing split elements, so this again gives a surprise element. Again, the lower skid plate area, which anyway is not new to this vehicle, but SUV distinctly requires. So this is about honesty, giving the elements which really work, which customers want to showcase. And coming to the interiors, so if you look at the whole, the feeling of strength, and along with that a practicality of use is something that we really worked hard for. And also in terms of packaging, I think the visibility where Raman-san, I think remember that bug where we had faced the challenge.
That is always something which we were, during the reviews it came out that the visibility of the speedometer, the visibility of the A-pillar obscuration was something which we always used to look for, and wanted that there would not be any feedback from the customer. Whether when he's looking at the speedometer, the clear visibility that should be there, and the way in which when he looks outside, again that was again a layouting challenge, which the design team and the layout team together were able to look at. So overall, what we got was a very bold, contemporary interior, which would go with the exterior. So, and then of course the color team was also had this discussion how to have the color inside and what should be the color themes outside. And so we went with very bold, bright colors on the exterior and very neutral colors on the interior. So they came out with this grey and black combination, warm grey and a black interior, overall giving it a very sporty look.
Inside the cabin, you'd find a lot of elements that resemble other Maruti products. The center console, for example, resembles the Baleno, and a few other bits come straight off the S-Cross.
Kind of tire which we were having, keep the low rolling of resistance as low as possible, so those are the things which are there. All of that is being worked in parallel. Keep the weight lighter, so therefore the platform more selection, and as the engine parts were concerned, everything was moving in that direction. And so those are things which we had to do in order to achieve that good fuel efficiency. Of course, from the electronics point of view, we also had intelligent battery management system.
Compact SUVs have been the flavor of the market for the last couple of years, and the Vitara Brezza is no different. It has gone off to a flying start for Maruti Suzuki India. We drove this vehicle from Pune to Y right after this vehicle was launched in March, and there is no reason for us to doubt that Maruti has a clear winner with this product in the compact SUV segment. Very cleverly priced between rupees 6.99 lakh and rupees 9.68 lakh ex-showroom New Delhi. The Vitara Brezza takes on competition from Mahindra, the TUV 300 and the Ford EcoSport. If you look at the competition today, this clearly also offers the best-in-class value in terms of the money spent. Clearly, there would be a demand for petrol engine on this product, and Maruti is aware of it. However, going by the numbers that was shared with us, between April 2015 and February 2016, 85% of the demand in the compact SUV segment was for diesels. Customers are already making a beeline for this product in Maruti showrooms, clearly stating that Maruti has delivered yet another successful product in the Indian market.